Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story. Today is August the 8th and I am finally here. So happy to be able to get you caught up on some of my amigurumi works. Now, my schedule has been just a little crazy this summer, as many of you know. I've been one place thinking we were going to be there all summer. That didn't work out. We had to take a little bit of time off, waiting for other contracts to get settled. And I just got out of my groove, and I hate it when that happens, don't you? But I'm finally settled, and I am ready to get back into working my little amigurumi animals or dolls or just whatever happens to tickle my fancy. But I am here to show you what it is that I have started on, and I'll give you a sneak peek into what I'll be working on for the next, I can't say several, let's say 2 or 3 months, because it's going to take me that long to get through them. But I'll give you a little bit more information about that in a little while. So before I get started on what's been going on in my world of amigurumis, let me say thank you to each and every one of you that have been patiently waiting to see if I was going to pick up amigurumi back up or not. But I am. It is definitely something that I enjoy, and I've just been anxious. My fingers have been itching, to get back to it. If this is your first time here, welcome into you as well. I do hope that you'll stick around and see what it is I'm going to be up to for the next several weeks. And if you like what you see, take just an extra moment and go look at all my other content. Hopefully you'll find some other things that tickle your fancy. All I ask of each and every one of you is to be sure and leave me a thumbprint, and if you like the video, share it out to families and friends. Everybody likes to know what toys are, well, I shouldn't call them toys because they're my little friends. But anyway, if they love the world of amigurumi as much as I do, share the video out because I know they'll find it interesting. All right, so what is it that I am working on now? Well, most of my books, folks, are in a storage unit that's about 10 hours away from here, and we've not made the time to go and pick up everything I had to leave there. Hopefully that's going to happen soon, or I'm going to have to go out and buy some more books. That's all I got to say about that, which will not make my husband happy since he's already threatening to burn all the books that I've already bought. But I did happen to have this one in my stash that's with me. It's the Enchanted Woodland Amigurumi. There's 15 of these wonderful little amigurumis put together by, I know I'm going to butcher her first name, Irina Lee. This is her third book, and I know I've shown it to you guys before, but I'm not going to take the time to do that. There will be a link down in the description box if you would like to go check out this book and a couple of the others that she already has out there on Amazon. But I am particularly interested in 2 that I wish to show you that I have already started on. Now the first one, whoops, I lost his page. Where did he go? Here he is. His name is Elm, the Tree Fairy. There he is. Whoops. Isn't he precious? Now, he really doesn't like the name Elm. For some reason, he loves the name Oscar. Don't ask me why. I would think that he would love the name Elm because, elm is representative of a tree. But no, he says, please just call me Oscar. So, Oscar it is. Now, the funny little thing about Oscar here is, let me see if I can get a better picture where I can hold my book a little better for you. Would that be good right there, that one? Let me see. Give me just a minute, folks. I should have done this. All right, nope, we're just going to have to stick with that picture. All right, so let's see. That ought to work pretty good right there. All righty. Now, Oscar, I'm sorry, Oscar, I know. So the very first thing he wanted me to address is the fact that he doesn't think he should have blue hair. So I had to change that. Now I've already made his head and his hair, and that's about as far as I have progressed on him at the moment. Now, don't you just think those shorts are to die for? I think they are precious. But he already has it in his head that he does not like it because some of the other fairies have teased him and said that it looks like a picnic cloth that somebody had ripped off the table and made his breeches out of. So we will not be doing checkerboards on his breeches. I don't know what we're going to be doing yet, but he definitely does not want checkerboard breeches. So, but other than that, I believe that's the only thing that in his hair that we have talked about that he wishes to change. Now he loves the brown colors, and I think we might change up just a little bit. You notice that he has some leaves there on the back for his wings. I'm thinking that he wants something a little bit brighter for his wings, but again, we haven't gotten that far. We are just now focusing on his head, his hair. Who would have thought boys could be just as picky about their hair as girls are? But he has been picky about it, so I'll have to show you what we came up with. And he thinks that the beanie is a little dull. Again, is that not crazy? So we are discussing some different colors for the beanie that might blend in with the leaves of the trees. So we'll, again, you know, there's just some design elements going on that he wishes to change. So let me keep this in mind. I'm only working on the head at the moment. So let me show you how far I have progressed on him. Oh, here we go. Let me unwind the yarn here that I had to leave out for his hair. There we go. So this is what I have so far. Now he loved this beautiful sage green. He preferred it much more over the blue that you saw there. So there we go. Now the only thing I have left to do, of course, is to attach it, but the instructions say to go ahead and do the beanie, attach it to the hair, and then the hair to the head. I don't know. I'm still kind of, you know, figuring that one out and seeing how it's going to look, because I don't want it to turn out to be too bulky. You know what I mean? I want to make sure everything is going to lay flat and pretty, so I may just have to mull that over a little bit in my mind. But all we lack on his head here is to go ahead and put his eyes in, which I will be crocheting or embroidering on. I don't want to use the plastic eyes anymore. I think you can add more character whenever you hand stitch the eyes on yourselves. So that's what I'll be working on there. And that's about all I have done on Oscar at the moment. Now, in conjunction with doing Oscar, I am also doing another little fairy. So let me pull her up here for you just a moment so you can see her. Now, they really do complement each other very nicely. He is a tree fairy and she is a flower fairy. Now, we all know that where there are trees, we are going to see flowers, whether they are on bushes or vines or even on the trees themselves. Now, this little flower fairy, her name is Hannah, and she is just sweet as a doll. Look at that. Is she not gorgeous, folks? And she is quite the little priss, let me tell you. And of course you can tell that if you look at all the ruffles that are on her. See her cute little hat here that looks like it's an upside down little flower there, maybe like a chrysanthemum. Now she has already informed me that she wants the flower petals, the little ruffle here on there, to be a little brighter. So I think we're going to go with a much brighter pink there. She does love the coral skirt, but she's looking for something maybe a little variegated here, not quite so plain. So we may have to discuss that just a little bit more. But other than that, oh, and of course, folks, She thought her hair was just a little underspoken, I guess is a good word to put there. So we have, that's probably about the only thing other than, you know, just a few color changes on Hannah. I will go ahead and brighten up her flower a little bit, but she loves the green stem and her little green top. She loves the color of her wings, so where there was no problem there. She loves her cute little pink shoes, so we'll definitely keep those going. But the skirt, she just wants it to stand out a little more. You know, she wants to be a little more bold and daring. But let me tell you about the hair. Now, she says, if I'm a flower, I want to stand out amongst the trees. So, being a flower fairy, what we decided to do with her hair is we went with a bright sun golden color. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened, but it's like my program just locked up for a few moments, so I had to cut and splice. So here we go. Now, as I said, Hannah didn't like that dull color that the artist had designed for her. So we went with something a little more golden. Now this is called Golden Sunshine, and she picked it out herself. She really liked it. Now the hair is not attached yet, just like on Oscar. I'll be attaching that a little later because I still need to do her face. Let's see. Let me get this yarn here out of the way. This little updo part here is supposed to actually be twisted just a little bit off to the side, you know, like some of us like to part our hair on the side. That's the way hers will be. And she has this cute little bun that will go off to the side right here underneath this little curl. So it'll be sitting back here like this. So there you go. I think it's going to be really cute once we get it all put together, but you know, this is just the stage that we're at right now. So I think she made a wise choice changing her hair color, and I think it's going to also make the pink on the little flower hat that she has, you know, and that sage green for the under part of the flower in the stem. I think it's going to really make it pop. So I think she made a great choice as far as her hair color was concerned. Now, let me tell you what my big, probably 3 months, maybe a little more, long project is going to be. Now, my friend Leslie from Leslie of the Corn found this pattern back in, I don't know, I'm just going to say the spring. And as soon as she showed it to me, I was like, bing, Christmas present. Now, I'm not going to tell you how many I'm going to make, but suffice it to say that the number that I wish to make for my family, it is going to take me quite a while to do it. So I'll be working on it in between other projects that I'll be doing. But folks, this is called the Holy Night Nativity Set Book. Is that not precious? Now, this is the front of the book, and there's a crocheted solid piece, and then all of these are individually crocheted and then appliqued on top. And this is the size of the book. Let me make sure I've got it in there for you. This is the size of the book. You will crochet up 2 little baskets that will hold, now you see this little basket right here, it's holding some of the items or some of the nativity scene, and then you'll stack the other book, little box. It's designed exactly like this one, and it will hold the rest of them. But folks, that is, of course, there's 1 camel, we have our 3 wise men, an angel, Joseph and Mary, baby Jesus in his little manger. We have the donkey that Mary rode in on, a shepherd, and a sheep. Now, of course, if I wanted to, or whoever crochets this, if you wanted to add more characters, you could. You just might have to make the binding on your box a little bigger to hold more of your nativity characters that you wish to put in there. But who says you can't do that, right? So I am super, super excited to get started on making this. Now, I will leave a link for you down in the description box. She found this off of Facebook, but the nice thing about it is that it does give the name of the person who created it, which is Laura Loves Crochets. Her name, and it also gives for you the email address. Now I won't give that out, but I will give the name of the creator, in which you can go and look at her, find her on Etsy, and purchase the pattern, because this is a paid pattern. But folks, if you're like me and you love things that are not only handmade but can become, you know, something passed down from family to family, I just think this is awesome. The detail on it, whenever you look at the characters themselves in the pattern, is phenomenal. And of course, you can make it out of any yarn weight that you want to. Now, hers is made in using 4 weight and a 4mm hook. I am using a 3mm hook because I just like it a lot better. And so mine is going to be a little smaller than what what hers turned out to be, but that's okay. You know, it's just whatever we want to do. So long as we stay consistent with our yarn weight and the needle that we choose to use, follow the instructions, everything will work out just fine. Besides the yarn and the hook, of course, you need scissors and embroidery needles, you know, to sew in your ends. You will also need some 7-count canvas netting, because that's what makes the book and the little boxes that you're going to build to put your nativity characters in. But I am super excited to get started on this. In fact, I've already made half of my baby Jesuses that I need. Now, I'm being a little sneaky with, you know, giving you exact counts and stuff like that, only because of whoever may be watching. Anyhow, so that is my catch up on my amigurumi for you for this week. I do hope that you've enjoyed it, and please, please follow along with me as I build on this nativity set. And if you're interested, you know, go ahead, follow that link that I'll give you down in the description box, and let's build one together. What do you say? Okay, folks, that's all I have for you for today, but please remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light that they need to see. I love you guys, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.